That'll help. So, how to put people into a campaign using a tag? Well, firstly, you find them by some criteria. We're using this here. And then you would select them. I'm just going to select a few here just in case I do anything funny. And then apply a tag up here. Now what I want to just see is if the tag doesn't, if you don't have a tag, so you can create the tag. So here, whatever you want to call it, and you can create the category there as well at the same time. So you can create the tag, you'd have to save the tag, and then you'd have to process it. So if I take this further, I'm only applying a tag here, so the tag must be the thing at the beginning of the campaign, if you remember. Just bear in mind though that you now have a tag in all of those contact records, and it can get untidy. So I don't tend to do that anymore. I tend to do what you've got here, and so at the beginning of your campaign here, you have a sequence. I didn't ask what that sequence was. Let's just have a look. So I name sequences at the beginning of campaigns. I call them entry timers. So what's in there? Yeah, that's what I would do. So I would make this a half an hour. Or, you know, any window that you might feel, I don't know if it happens to you, but you put people into a campaign and you think, oh goodness, I didn't do that thing, and you quickly want to rush back and do something. You're just unsure of something that you didn't check. Well, this buys you 15 minutes or half an hour before people go into the campaign. Whereas if you use a tag, you hit the tag, they're in. So if you do this instead, and I call those entry timer, you know, because then I don't know if in my account I would have any. So if I go back one step here, and I do this instead, so I could apply a tag here, but I could also stop a campaign. Both stop, by the way. Oh. I did select people. What's your problem? On the record. Not going to do this anyway. So, so here it would say to me which campaign. I'm just going to take one there, and here in the campaign, if I go back to your campaign, that would come up. So the first thing would come up is the name of the campaign, and then the name of a sequence. If you select that sequence and then go process, people will then enter this campaign here as opposed to entering via that there. This is my preference these days. Okay. If I'm manually putting people into a tag is a useful thing. If you have something going on in another campaign, and at the end of that campaign, when people get there, you then want to enter them into this campaign automatically without being present or doing anything, then tags are useful. And what I would do if you do that, then in this very first, so whatever this tag is, in this very first sequence here, remove the tag. So it's not on the client's record. In fact, you could do that here as well. So if you apply the tag there, remove it here, you've achieved the same thing. So okay. As I might have said, with Infusionsoft, there's always a couple of ways of doing things.
So would we just delete that first tag and just have the entry timer instead?
You
Is
can.
that what you?
You can, yes.
Okay. Because I was thinking when you did a tag, obviously, I went into the, I think the field we have is called APP event contact,
Mm.
and within that, you have to put send invitation to this Dakar event. But you could also search by